Guys, Northern People here. Today we are Boomstick. Now, we are reacting to Mario vs Sonic Death Battle. I think this is 101st, even though technically, if you've been watching this since 2014, I know this came out. Although, actually, I don't know when this came out. 2014. Then you should realize that we all been asking for a Goku for the Superman. Why could that be 101? Like, we all know Goku win because he has social... No, never mind.
Health, wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can influence your weight, sleep quality, sense of taste, and more. It's super easy to do. You just spit into the tube and mail it back to their lab to be analyzed.
Also, guys, I like to say this. I'm not another kind of YouTuber that only does watch the fight. I actually like to see these. I like to learn more about myself. I only got mad when they told me about it. That's kind. These guys are the reason how I learn about what happens tonight. So.
That's the number 23
Maybe I'll watch my reaction videos. Also, I've been doing a lot of reaction videos. I'm probably going to stop doing reaction videos for now.
Their rivalry is legendary. Their fame unmatched. This battle
probably going to take a break on reaction videos. Okay, guys?
It finally comes to an end. Mario, Nintendo's
I'm just going to stop doing reaction videos for a while. I got one more to do, then that's a break till new episode for it to come.
Time to find out if Sega really does what Nintendo don't. For this bout, we'll be using the same rules Death Battle has had for the past 3 years.
You just scratch it,
Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a Death Battle. Plumber, carpenter, doctor. Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always does so as a hero. Except for that time he tortured an animal, but no one really talks about that. Born as one of the 7 star children possessing an extraordinary amount of power and extra horrible crying fits, Mario was assuredly destined for greatness. Then him and his little bro Luigi wound up in
he's able to do a lot of jobs.
He spent his days throwing shit at monkeys and fixing toilets. Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was expecting, but hey, at least his girlfriend was smoking. But everything changed after a chance meeting with Princess Peach Toadstool. Her Mushroom Kingdom had been conquered by Bowser, the tyrannical king of the Koopas, and her only hope of rescue lay in the hands of the Marios. And Mario had all the power he needed to take the Turtle Terror down. He's super tough, super quick, and really, really strong. He can jump several times his own height, smash tanks to bits with his butt, and toss Bowser around as if he's a featherweight.
So long, Bowser.
Like
Needless to say, the Mushroom Kingdom was in good hands. So was the princess. She even gave Mario a piece of her cake. If you know what I'm saying. Get in there, buddy. You deserve it all. Oh, come on. It's an actual cake. That's good too, I guess.
Dang it.
And if his
I know
strength
failed,
doesn't cut it, Mario has plenty of extra weapons and powers on hand. He can already shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest walls, he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds like a wrestling move Lou Albano would have used back in the day. Rest in peace, Kevin. Forged by 2 master blacksmiths, the Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material. And he's got a ton of awesome
now Captain America's
like
shield.
Spicy fire flower. Actually, while Mario used to need this flower, he has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
That's
cool.
The
ice flower lets him freeze enemies. The Lucky Bell turns him into a kitty cat, and the Super Mushroom gives him a power boost and increases his size. I bet the princess likes that one. With his frog suit, his swimming ability increases dramatically. With the Double Cherry, he can create clones of himself with no power decrease. With the stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the cape feather or the wing cap, he can soar.
Most of these I never knew
and
about.
With the Starman
the
or
fire,
Rainbow
the
Star,
big one.
He becomes totally invincible.
I played
for a short time. And with the Gold Flower, he never has to work another day in his life, because he's got an infinite supply of money.
That's awesome. I wish I could
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need them to prove his potential. He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning, and skilled enough to pilot the Star Diver as it rockets through the atmosphere. He's so friggin' manly, he took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle. And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
Based on a standard tennis court's measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet. To reach this distance, the blast must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
So what you're saying is Mario could totally play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably. Also, he can throw a baseball so fast it overloaded this speed gun,
That's
implying
pretty
it was
cool.
launched over 999 miles per hour. In the Mario World cartoon, he hurled a dinosaur out of...
Whoa.
Assuming this creature is of similar size and weight to a Tyrannosaurus Rex, this feat would require a force of over 135 tons.
I thought you said you weren't about
TNT.
going to use the
Wait,
shows.
Wiz, I thought you said we're only using the games.
Any official material counts so long as it's supported by the games, ignoring a huge majority of the character's history. Take a look at this chain chomp. It's actually made up of solid gold. Gold
cool.
is
I
ridiculously
never knew
heavy.
that.
While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold is over 1,200 pounds.
Wow,
Luckily,
never
a
knew that.
chain chomp is a perfect sphere, so we can compare it to Mario's height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000 tons.
Wait, did he just leave it in that hole? Cash it in, Mario, $166 billion.
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that
You're
guy on
actually
TV
smart.
who always wants my gold told me.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point, he
That's pretty
lifted
cool.
an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the same thing in the manga, and it's pretty on par with the
That's a
strength he
manga?
showed against Bowser, who survived collapsing castles multiple times.
Since this presentation makes the castle's size difficult to determine, we measured the entire interior based on maps from the game. By scaling these measurements to the castle's smaller avatar and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle must weigh more than 61 million tons.
Damn.
And he just kicked it away like it was a freaking soccer ball.
Given the distance it was kicked, Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT. Do you realize what this means?
I really like this thing,
Mario's
the magic.
foot is 231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Now seems like a good time for a beer. Or 12.
Honestly, Mario's
what?
absurd strength shouldn't be as surprising as you'd think. While he's
Whoa.
fairly naive and not much of a strategist, he's saved the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser's claw of a dip in the sun, or even a black hole.
Don't
What's wrong with my
underestimate
grandma?
Nintendo's
Okay.
powerful plumber.
That is a
Here we
problem.
Somewhere out there, on a strange alternate version of Earth, humans coexist with anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah.
But this world has been assailed over and over by the vile Dr. Ivo Robotnik,
Hi.
otherwise known as Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool sounding as Robotnik?
But hope persisted. Whenever the Eggman hatched his scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hi.
He's the fastest thing alive!
He's the fastest thing alive! While Sonic has a superhuman physique overall, speed is his speciality. In fact, superhuman speed is a natural trait for the anthropomorphic hedgehog, though Sonic's abilities are far superior to his kin.
Okay, buddy.
Wait a
Stop.
minute, all
Stop.
hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, real hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten. So I don't think Sega cared.
To stop Eggman from turning all his animal pals into batteries, Sonic cranked up that speed and weaponized it. He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple times with the homing attack, go 0 to Sonic Boom instantly with the super peel out, and plow through hordes of badniks with the spin dash. Holy
Pretty
crap!
cool.
I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields. The Aqua Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump and protection against his greatest nemesis.
Robotnik?
No, water.
Seriously, Sonic, buddy, learn to swim already and save our ears from that nightmare music.
The blue hedgehog can also gain abilities from small alien beings called wisps.
They can turn him into a fireball, a yellow drill,
I
a
don't know
black
about
hole,
that.
a bunch of stuff, really. Even a demonic hungry hippo.
But before we
That
delve
makes
any
no sense.
further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy,
how
here
fast
we
is
go.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings. But you can't take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
I'm out of here.
The highest official description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This actually isn't too far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,500, SPD.
Sonic, he's got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees.
Hey, what?
Assuming SPD translates to metric meters, given the game's Japanese development, that puts Sonic's top speed over 7,872 miles per hour.
Oh.
Over 10 times the speed of sound, and just over the official hypersonic description.
So, is that it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a 10,000 frame per second camera, and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
How about that one time he caught up to a Cyan Wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right, the laser is a power it grants Sonic, not itself. Still, Wisps are incredibly fast. At one point, a group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20 seconds Sonic and Tails were talking.
Whoa.
By measuring the planet's curve here, we can find that the Wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As Sonic is faster than them, this supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth? That's what they do, right?
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on energy.
Yeah!
weird.
I didn't know better. I'd swear you just made those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity, and Sonic actually outran its pull for 30 seconds. Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting mass inward at 30% the speed of light. Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else a black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind, it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
And not faster than
That's
Goku.
insane! The fastest man-made object in real life was the New Horizons space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach Pluto, but with Sonic's speed, he could make this same trip in less than 24 hours.
While we're tracking speed, I've always wondered how fast I can chug a beer. Start the clock, Wiz!
No.
Are you gonna start?
I'm already done.
Moving on. Even with
You
his
have
unbelievable
problems.
speed, Sonic has far
Ever
more
heard of someone
power
named
hidden up his
Kana?
sleeves.
He
Okay,
doesn't wear a
Kana.
shirt.
He can
She's
achieve
from
the
Fairy
form
Tail.
of
She's a
Super
big
Sonic by
trunk.
absorbing
I think
an
I'll get
enormous
along.
amount
I'll
of
sign you up for
positive
it
energy
today.
from the 7 legendary
Just
Chaos
stop
Emeralds.
dating it,
In
man.
this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy
Dope.
attacks, and
Do that.
fly near the speed of
Actually,
light.
no, he can't.
But guess
Hell?
what? This isn't even his final form.
After the Emeralds
Yeah, he
received a
copied
boost
that
from
from
the Master
Goku.
Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being, Hypersonic.
He's got all the abilities of Supersonic, plus total invincibility, and a hyperflames to kill everything around him. Oh, and he's definitely faster than light now.
Unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Without a steady supply of rings, these superforms can't even stick around for a full minute.
Sonic has resisted mind control from the Overmind, survived re-entry from orbit, and blasted apart a mountain. This would need more than 200 tons of TNT to pull off. And while fighting his evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite. Holy shit, just look at the size of it!
By comparing it to the buildings in this city and applying the density of granite, the most common rock in continental crust, we found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons.
Goku.
Which means a break like
Much
this
more.
would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! He's definitely got what it takes to save the world from a madman scientist, even if he is
It's about time
kind
to
of a
reach
dick.
this way.
Well, Sonic may be a bit arrogant, and he's certainly a thrill seeker, but at his best, he's the definition of honest and heroic. He's used his powers to defeat Eggman time and time again, even against gigantic death machines and cataclysmic events.
Those cute and cuddly
You're talking
forest
about
critters
this
can rest easy when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you how out of class.
What the hell is that?
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
Mario for
Alright,
life.
the combatants are set. Let's end this.
Don't
event
not
once
dislike
and for all.
this video
But
because
first,
I said
all
that.
this talk of Eggman's got me hungry.
Please
For
don't.
blueprint.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
Yes.
But did you know about all the different kinds of delicious foods you can make? Like the honey chipotle glazed chicken with poblano and lime rice.
There's plenty to choose from, since they offer 12 new recipes each week. All you have to do is choose the 2, 3, or 4 that sound best to you, and they deliver it right to your door.
Plus, it's super simple to cook. It's got easy-to-follow instructions and perfectly proportioned ingredients. They're not
I
easy
know,
to
I
roast,
got these
and
scars to the
no way
boy.
warm 'em.
So I'll
My
make
favorite
you
part is
pay
feeling
in the
like a
dust
master chef,
of
making
war
creative
and
and delicious
terror.
meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
So check out this week's
I have
menu.
problems.
Get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle to get your first 3 meals free. But right now, it's
Time for a death battle! Come on! I feel hurt. Yeah, my voice hurts. Yeah. Oh.
Hello? That's a
The
mine.
animations look so
Finders
different in
keepers, pal.
users.
Whoa! You asked for it, Tubby.
What the hell? Hell and damn not a customer.
You're too slow.
I'm not gonna concert. I would just like to say this that I really wish Death Battle did not take stuff from the game, from the area they're at and use it as a record. I think that would look great. But at least it looks cool. That's all I really want. I get cat some fireball. Oh, Sonic's weaknesses. Maybe Death Battle just do it because their weaknesses and their advantages are. Maybe that's what
Oh,
it is.
give me a break.
Yeah, Sonic be mad.
Now I'll show you.
Last Death Battlefield they made Sonic one. Oh no. I think I know what's about to happen. Yeah, I know what's about to happen. I think that the Emerald thing's not supposed to last that long. So Sonic's gonna fall to water and that's how he's gonna die. I think. But both our skills don't last that long. Mario's winning, it looks like. Holy fuck, I said hi.
Oh, shoot. Mamma mia.
Oh, they're still trying to fight? Oh. Well, mean. Ah!
Woohoo! I'm the winner.
That's Radio Sonic
How did
won.
that happen? I know Nintendo won the console wars, but I really seem to remember Sonic having this one in the bag.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Sonic could have won in specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory. Keep in mind this analysis was done with a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like the Archie comics or the Mario Brothers movie, where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different characters from their gaming counterparts.
Sonic had speed in the bag,
Yeah.
obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture very, very
Clearly. But I know what you're thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur? He's way too fast, right?
Yes and no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario was tough enough to tank almost anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
But what about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop time and take care of things? What?
It's heavily implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually used the time stop ability in canon. Even then, Mario's stopwatch does the same thing, putting them on equal footing.
Ah, don't do that. Where's my wallet?
Actually, most of Mario and Sonic's power-ups countered each other in this way. Mario even had plenty of options for defending against Sonic's invincible super forms. But Mario also had a much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways to overpower Sonic. For example, he could have frozen Sonic solid, or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because
I really like this thing.
Of them on his person.
Oh God! Oh, I've seen things.
But even then, Mario's durability blew Sonic's out of the water. Even if we assume the 200 kiloton stalactite feat was entirely Sonic's doing, Mario survived an explosion that was 12 times more powerful. Simply put, Sonic didn't have a lot of viable options that could take Mario down for good.
I always knew Sonic was impressive, but Mario is just ridiculous. Probably that mustache.
Sonic was obviously incredibly fast, but he couldn't compete with Mario's superior
really
strength,
cool.
durability, and varied arsenal.
He got Mario'd.
After 100 episodes, you still can't think of a good pun?
No, but now they can see me do this. Get out, Wiz.
The winner is Mario. Thank you for watching our 100th Death Battle episode, and props to Blind
Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Please subscribe, not people. We are about to be out of here, and I am about to do another reaction video to Wild vs. Roshi. Oh, that was the one that was deleted.
Hey everybody, want to let you know.
Okay, well, Wild versus Welshie. I think Welshie's gonna win that right now because he was turning power. No, I'll just tell you on next week. Guys, please subscribe. Not to be one. We're out of here.